Good morning. Please join in singing our opening hymn, From This Bright Hour. From this bright hour and days to come, as we have gathered into one, open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light. Wounds of the world begin to heal as peace with justice is made real. Open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light. All are welcome, all invited, with open hearts and open minds. In our living, in our learning, may we always be searching for truth and light. Now is the hour, join in the song, here in this place where we belong. Open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light.
First Unitarian Church, where our mission is to nurture the individual spirit and to build the beloved community. We are so glad to be with you for our family worship service this morning. Welcome all, and especially to those of you who are visiting with us this morning. We also want to acknowledge and apologize for the technical difficulties that we had the last couple of weeks. We worked really hard to get those fixed, and it looks like we're so far so good this morning, so thank you so much for sticking with us. Welcome again, and thank you for joining us. Every Sunday, we light a chalice, and I will light our chalice here in the chapel this morning. If you have a chalice or a candle at home, I invite you to light it now. We are Unitarian Universalists. We light this chalice in faith and hope and in love. Words from UU Minister Elizabeth Mount. From our very first breath, we reach out. Co-regulation, not self-regulation, is in our nature. We find our cues from the sun and the moon. From each parent and caregiver, we find our place in this great turning planet. By turning to one another, generation to generation, we awaken to the dawn and fall asleep at the evening's end. Our life's journey is part of something greater, something simple, something divine. A flame cannot be lit without a spark. A life cannot begin without air. And we cannot begin to find ourselves without love. May we reach out to one another. May we offer love and nurturing care. May we join together in celebration of the interdependence of our lives. In this spirit, come, let us worship together. Last month, our spiritual theme was covenant. We talked about friendship and how to care for and heal relationships. We considered the idea that there is something of the divine in all of us, and the importance of making room for everyone. This is the first Sunday in October, so it's time to introduce a new spiritual theme for this month. We like to use the Wonder Box here to do this. So let's take a look inside. Aw, does anyone know what this is? It's so small. It fits on my hand, almost like a mitten, and it's soft and warm. But it's actually a little hat. I can't fit it on my head. No way. So, whose hat is this? What is the story of this little tiny hat? Well, this is the hat that the nurses placed on my child's head right after she was born. When babies first come into the world, you might be able to imagine how scary it might be, going from the dark, liquidy, warm, secure room of their parent into an open-air space that may be bright and noisy. So much changes so quickly. Holding them close and keeping them warm is so important. Placing this little hat on my child's head helped keep her warm, feel safe and secure, and be immediately cared for. From the moment she was born, she was surrounded by love. This is something that all babies need and deserve. And in fact, we all always need and deserve those things, no matter what our age. Love. Love is our spiritual theme for October. If I asked you, what is love? Would that be an easy question for you to answer? Some may say that love is the most important feeling and experience that we have, both giving and receiving love. But what is it? It may be easier to understand love than to actually explain it. Something so powerful, so important, so necessary. Who and what comes to mind for you when you think about love? How do you show love? What does love feel like? There's the love that you share with those closest to you, and there is the love that you show through the way that you live. Love may guide you in making choices that show care for our planet and all who live here, and in figuring out what is right and just. Love is something that grows and spreads. Imagine what our world could be like if everyone was shown love, no matter how old they are, what they look like, where they come from, or what they have done, or even what species they are. I'd like to share a story with you this morning called Love Is by Diane Adams and illustrated by Claire Keene. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. Love is noisy midnight feedings, shoebox right beside the bed. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping, tucked in tightly, head to toes. Love is waking up together, side by side, and beak to nose. It's early mornings, messy bath times, tidying up and settling down. Love is in familiar voices, feeling lost and being found. It's in the struggles, growing muscles, ready for a bigger pond. It's sensing when the time is right to lift those wings to travel on. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Love is missing, reminiscing, wishing things could stay the same. It's understanding even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you, and knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted and grown some too.
Saying I love you is one of the most wonderful things that anyone can say to someone. Now, lots of us always remember to say I love you on special occasions, special days. But one of the best times to say I love you is for no special occasion at all. Here's a song to help you remember. No New Year's Day to celebrate, no chocolate-covered candy hearts to give away, no first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. No summer's high, no warm July, no harvest moon to light one tender August night, no autumn breeze, no falling leaves, not even time for birds to fly to southern skies, no Libra sun, no Halloween, no giving thanks to all the Christmas joy you bring. But what it is, though old, so new, to fill your heart like no three words could ever do. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. From my heart, from my heart.
For our meditation today, I'd like to invite you to join in what is called a loving kindness meditation. Think of this as inviting love and kindness into your own heart, and then sharing that love and kindness with those around you and with all beings on earth. Will you join me? To begin, I invite you to find a place that's comfortable. I invite you to sit quietly and to close your eyes. I invite you to listen to your breath. Notice as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Notice as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Now, I invite you to think about someone you love, someone who has been kind to you. It may be a member of your family, maybe a parent. It may be a really good friend, maybe a teacher. Whoever has been good and kind to you. Imagine that person. Imagine them being with you. And imagine sending good wishes to them. Imagine saying to them, may you be happy, may you be loved, may you be free from sadness. Imagine them receiving your good wishes. Imagine how your words make them feel. And now take a moment to think about how it feels to send those good wishes to them. Does it also make you feel good? Begin to imagine this person wishing these same things for you. Imagine them saying, may you be happy, may you be loved, may you be free from sadness. Think about how being loved makes you feel. Allow these feelings to wash over you. Allow them to grow inside you. May you be happy. May you be loved. May you be free from sadness. Now I'd like you to think about a larger group of people who are important to you in your life, your family, people in your class. Imagine sending good wishes to all of them. Imagine saying to them all, may you be happy, may you be loved, may you be free from sadness. Finally, I'd like to invite you to do something that might be a little more difficult. I'd like to invite you to think about someone that maybe you don't like, maybe someone at your school who's been mean to you. Imagine sending good wishes to them as well. Imagine saying to them, may you be happy, may you be loved, may you be free from sadness. Now that last one, sending good wishes to someone maybe you don't like, that one can be really hard. And sometimes we have to keep trying that before we're really able to do that. But when you think about how good it feels to share your love, imagine that everyone, even people we don't always like, that everyone needs love. So when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes, focus again on your breathing, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And through this day, remember that feeling of being held in love. I invite you to open your eyes now. Be well. Have a good day.
We all deserve love. We can all give love, for love and loving help make us whole. Oprah Winfrey said, "Your greatest power is to show love, to receive love, and to be love." This is the day we have been given. Let us rejoice in it and be glad. Go in peace. Practice love. Amen.
Please join us in singing our closing hymn, As You Go. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark